Over recent months, we've definitely noticed a marked increase in the amount of people looking for this particular generation of Jaguar XJ. And given, of course, that this is, at least for the moment, the most recent Jaguar XJ you can find, well, it makes sense. These X351 shaped cars represent a huge amount of spec, being as they were Jaguar's flagship luxury car, but at the same time, this one, for example, having the most in-demand engine of the 3-litre V6 diesel, it means that you don't have to just use it as a weekend toy or a special occasion vehicle. You can use it as a daily driver or a long-distance commuter quite happily because of the efficiency of that engine. This particular example, of course, being a 2012 in portfolio trim no less, which of course is the most in-demand version because of its extra level of kit. Kit, of course, which we'll cover in a second, is under £8,000. It's borderline unbelievable that you can get this amount of car, what was when new well over £50,000-60,000 in many cases, for that kind of money, and still be in this kind of condition with this level of spec, with, as this one has, a full service history behind it and an MOT until June of 2025 with no advisories at all. It still, of course, has its original 2 keys as well, and being finished, as you can tell, in the lovely Lunar Grey with jet black interior and those matching and certainly very complementary black wheels and black grille. It is a lovely looking car. Now, just before we get to the optional extras and goodies, of course we have to talk about the engine. There is, after all, a reason why this is the most in-demand engine there is on one of these. It's a fantastic motor in terms of combining performance, so of course horsepower, low-end torque, but also fantastic economy and even a great tax bracket, which of course is a big deal these days because so many cars are being heavily taxed every year. In terms of real numbers, you're looking at 270 horsepower, 440 foot-pounds of torque. It means a 0 to 60 time of around 6 seconds when you need it, and more importantly, of course, that same engine is so versatile that you can average up to 40 miles to the gallon out of it, and on the motorway, it's even better, as high as 50. Of course, the fuel range is fantastic, and because that engine is so efficient, even being a powerful, large, spacious luxury Jaguar, the yearly road tax is a laughable £335 a year in comparison to, for example, some 4x4s and other luxury cars. Sometimes petrols and diesels alike, in fact, are in some cases as high as £740 a year. So a huge immediate and certainly ongoing saving. To get to the goodies though, that is really what the XJ is all about, being essentially a Bentley or Rolls-Royce level machine in terms of its ride quality, its space, its kit, but with way better fuel economy at the same time. You have heated front and rear seats, massage seats as well, incidentally. Of course, that lovely panoramic roof for even more of a feeling of open air space, front and rear parking sensors with, of course, reverse camera as well, no less than a 20-speaker Bowers & Wilkins sound system, 4-zone climate control, of course, Bluetooth connectivity, and naturally, cruise control, which of course is perfect on the motorway with that kind of economy, that kind of comfort. Slap on the cruise control, barely use any fuel, and enjoy every mile. And of course, on top of the fantastic price, it's also available with low deposit finance as well. If then you would like to reach out regarding this particular XJ portfolio, then of course you could send us an email to the address shown here on screen, or of course give us a call on 01749 871 155, or alternately on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.